Good morning, second grade. I'm doing math lesson 149, page 297 and 298. Now, I'm just going to go over the page today. We'll do a little bit of our math. We'll go over our math facts in just a second, but I wanted to go over a few things. I want to talk about perimeter. Now, on your page there, you have the perimeter, and the perimeter is the distance around an object. So sometimes they'll give you numbers here. And what they want you to do is they want you to add up all the numbers to get your answer. So 4 plus 7 plus 4 plus 7 more. And they want you to get an answer from that. And you should have gotten the answer 22. Now sometimes, depending on the shape of whatever the perimeter they're asking for, sometimes they will ask for a perimeter and it will look like this, and they will only give one side. They'll give one side, but we know that with our square, a square, all the sides are the same, so you would apply 5. You can either write 5 or just say 5. 5 and 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. So the perimeter of this square would be 20. So just a reminder that that the perimeter would be your distance around an object. Now, I also noticed when you were talking about estimating the sums for number 8. So you'll see the problem 52 plus 16. Now estimating, that's our rounding. So remember, when they're talking about rounding, that's our roller coaster hill where we decide 0 through 4 if we have to round down a 10, 5 through 9 if we're rounding up 10. So as you notice here, I have my number scale, and I told Ben and Lily the other day when we were talking that you'll eventually get to where you'll just be able to think in your mind 52 is between 50 and 60. All right, so in your mind, you can start thinking 52 is between the tens 50 and 60. So I'll just put 52 here so you see. All right, so it's in between because I could say 50, 51, 52. Now, the next step, I have to decide, is 52 closer to 50 or is it closer to 60? So I underline my 1 and my 2 in the ones place, and then I look up here to my scale. Where would I find 52? The 2, it would be here or here. Okay, it would be here because we'd say 0, 1, 2. So that means 50 through 54, I round down. So I would say I'm going to choose 50 because it's 2 away from 50. So I can put 5. Okay, it's hard to write backwards, sorry. All right, so I'm going to put 50 here. Plus, now they want us to estimate 16. All right, so I'm going to underline my number in the ones place, and I decide, where does 16 fall? All right, 16, I would say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 16 is between 10 and 20. Now, according to my rule, 6, where would I go? Would I round down or would I round up? I would choose this one, rounding up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to round up to the higher 10. And we said 10 was a choice and 20, but which one was the higher amount? 20. And we know that if I were to count, 16 is 4 away from 20, 17, 18, 19, 20. And 16 is 10 away from 10. So that's really far. That wouldn't be accurate. So now we can add our estimated amount up. We would add 50 plus 20, and it's 70. Now I notice on some of these problems, some of you are just adding these up, and you're putting the answer 68. That is not correct because they wanted the estimated part. When you see estimate, that's your rounding part. So don't put just the answer. They want this part for you. All right, now on the back side, so they want you to draw, this is different. So what they're asking you on here is they're asking you, they up in the problem for number 3 on page 298, they said, Dad ate 5.5 pancakes, and they want you to show it. So 5 would be your whole number. So you would draw your 5 pancakes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they want you to add a half a pancake. There's 2 different ways you could do that. You could add another circle, divide it in half and color it in. That's okay, you could do that. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you could do 1/2. Or sometimes you could just, draw a half a pancake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and a half. So that is how you will do that problem. All right, now the last thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and give some combinations to you, and I want to be able to do a counting pattern, and then we'll finish with going over our 14 family. Now here we'll start with the counting pattern. What comes next? 4, 7, 10, 13. What comes next? You should have added 3 to each of those, and the answer would have been 16. Good. Next one. 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. What comes next? Did you say 5.5? Good job. Next one. 27, 37, 47, 57. Your answer would be 67. Next one, now this one you have to pay attention to how much you're counting in between. 19, 21, so figure out what you're counting by. 20, 21, please. 23, 25, you were counting by 2, so you should have said 27. Good. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. What comes next? You should have said 150. Good. Now I'm going to give a long combination, super long, so pay attention. Try to do it in your mind. 9 plus 9 plus 2. Do you have 20 so far? Good job if you do. Minus 10 minus 8 plus 2 plus 5 equal. What did you have for an answer? Did you have 9? Good job. All right, so the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at our subtraction family today. Now remember, today we're going to add one more fact in. So we're going to add all of this and this. So you're going to be able to say that. Try to say it without looking. 14 minus 0 equals 14. 14 minus 1 equals 13. 14 minus 2 equals 12. 14 minus 3 equals 11. 14 minus 4 equals 10. 14 minus 5 equals 9. 14 minus 6 equals 8. 14 minus 7 equals 7. Good job. We're going to do it one more time, and then we'll try to do it without looking. Okay? 14 minus 0 equals 14. 14 minus 1 equals 13. 14 minus 2 equals 12. 14 minus 11 equals 3. 14 minus 10 equals 4. 14 minus 9 equals 5. 14 minus 8 equals 6. 14 minus 7 equals 7. All right, now we're going to do it without looking. Ben, can you come up here and do it without looking? Come on up. We'll see. See how Ben does. Here we go. All right, here we go. Ready? 14 minus 0 equals 14. 14 minus 1 equals 13. 14 minus 2 equals 12. 14 minus 3 equals 11. 14 minus 4 equals 10. 14 minus 5 equals 9. 14 minus 6 equals 8. 14 minus 7 equals 7. Good job. You knew it. Awesome. All right, we'll continue. Tomorrow we'll add some more, and we're going to add some more numbers. Good job.